Today we're talking about the Genesys network. It's ecosystem, it's a new layer 1 blockchain that's getting a lot of hype right now, and I'm very interested in new projects because right now it's the bottom of the barrel, right now it's the bear market, high pain and so low prices for good projects. That's what that means to me. Now, I'm not getting paid for this. My friend just brought this to me, and he's excited for it, and so in turn I'm excited for it. And let's see if you and I could get excited about this. My name is Aaron. Welcome back to the channel where I'm just a cowboy exploring the wild west of cryptocurrency, and I see projects from time to time, especially in this bear market. We got to be really precise on where we invest our money. But before we even talk about this new project, I want to learn you something about how I think about new, especially layer 1 blockchain. So picture this as a city, and let's just call it G City, right? For the G's, like me. And this is where people are supposed to build their businesses, their life, different companies and infrastructure, or rather, businesses and stuff. And so what they're going to be relying on, we'll use blue, what people here who want to build their lives and cities in and like commerce and trade, is they rely on the city to build like roads. They rely on the city for like water and maybe sewage, right? That's like a trash can, or maybe electricity, or maybe even like security, right? This is like a police department. So they're in a city. You want to go to a city that has good utilities so that you can just do your best to survive and thrive and build your city or build your businesses and corporations. But you need the support, the infrastructure from the city. That's how I picture layer 1 blockchains. So something like Ethereum or Cardano or any other layer 1 blockchain, you're going to want them to provide ample support. You want them to have smooth roads or high transactions. You want security. You want to be able to know that no one's going to be hacking your stuff. And so you want a bunch of different features for when developers want to build on that blockchain. And that's really the only thing that layer 1 blockchains really want, is they want developers, at least in this stage of the game. Why? Because developers create awesome apps, awesome communities, and bring people on the network. Why do they want to bring people on the network? Because of the fees, the gas fees. So whenever you run a transaction, you pay a gas fee, and usually you pay that gas fee in their native token, and that token for them is GSYS. That's that token that runs the Genesys network. Now, what is the Genesys network? It is a layer 1 blockchain, okay? So some quick stats, right? 0.5 seconds per transaction time, 33 node validators, which in itself is proof of authority is what they use. They handpick these. Mainnet data holders, so that's 15,377 people that are have different data that are using the network. And then TVM is 25 million. And so I'm gonna go through each one of these apps separately, right? We could go through the white paper. I'm not trying to just read a website to you or read a white paper or whatever, but really quick, I think it's worthwhile to know that you could get this on MEXC. It's a crypto exchange that I don't qualify for, so I don't even offer any. There's nothing in it for me here, but to me, this is like the total life cycle of this coin, which just launched I think in July, but it shows on this right here in September, and this has been a project that's been in the works for about 2 years now, as far as I can tell with all the research. Here's the last 7 days. Here's the daily, but I don't think we should trade on the daily in something like this. You don't want to try to trade this coin, in my opinion. This is either a no hold or a long term hold. That's just kind of my 2 cents on this. And then here the official Twitter, the socials, and it's about 40,000 followers. It looks like it's pretty active, especially a couple times a day. So it's at least a pretty active socials. Now, before we also get into the apps, you should know that this is the team. I looked on some other videos, like the Crypto Professor, I believe is his name, Professor Crypto, and it seemed like 4 months ago he was operating off of an old website, and I tried to look up stuff on their website and I couldn't find it, but he's certainly the founder of it, Rolando Polanco Vargas. I'm not sure why his full name wasn't on there, but I did some snooping for you, and he's not very active on here, but Yeah, I mean, like you could see here, this has been in the works for about a year and a half as he's been in the CEO position at Genesys Network, and Genesys Network's 2 years and 6 months. Here's another person, VP. Oh no, this is like the marketing. This is the marketing expert, Edwin Lobo, and this is like the VP. And she's head of like NFTs and stuff like that, NFT lead manager. And so I'm not sure how. See, you can see here 2 years, Genesys Network 2 years. That's how I can kind of tell here what they're working with. This is some of their experience. And I always think that if you're investing in something like this, you're going to want to be able to see longevity in a project. What's the track record of these people? Are these people doxxed? And clearly they are, and people and they're not too scared. Now, I don't know why they took them off the main website. I could not find who they were. I mean, like they really just reduced this all. Maybe, I mean, maybe it's at the bottom. I don't know. Maybe like any of these, like an About Us. But I mean, I honestly, I just couldn't find them. They're just pointing to the webs or the white paper here. But in essence, remember, our goal is to be looking for these guys. I want to know what are the apps, what are they offering, so that we can, probably build our businesses and our communities on there. And you could see that I guess they have a lot of partners. I'm not sure if I put a lot of value in the NBA, like working with them. I'm not sure how that partnership entails. Blue Lotus DAO is them. This is them. This is them. This is them. So these all four, these are not really partners. You know what I mean? Like it's the same people. In my opinion, I guess I could have an interview with them. But let's go into their apps because this is the most important one. So right here, they have the Genesys ecosystem, and some of this is really interesting. So this is the G chain. It'll just take you back to here, which is really weird, right? Like that's whoever the web developer is, that's not really too professional. Here's Blue Lotus DAO, a decentralized DEX powered by G chain, and allows users to trade cryptocurrency. So it's basically like a swap or a DEX, decentralized exchange, anything that you use like PancakeSwap or whatever. Now it takes me here. You saw me click that, right? I clicked bluelotusdao.org and it took me here. And it says here, Blue Lotus DAO will be back in November. I don't know what that means. And quite honestly, this is the extent. Like I could expand this, and it's weird. I can't like view. I'm trying to scroll here, and I can't view it. Like this is a broken link in my opinion. I don't. This is just a picture. I'm like, this is a broken link. It's not even a picture. It's not even PDF. I can't. I'm messing around with it right now, but I can't figure it out for the life of me. So basically, they have a broken link there at Blue Lotus DAO, which is a little strange. That would be their second thing, and the first two in their ecosystem is it takes them back to their website, and this is this is a broken link, and this just takes them back to the website. That doesn't make too much sense. That's a little sketchy on my end. Now look at this. This is the Genesis of Blue NFT marketplace. So if we go and click here, we'll see that I guess you can mint and make an NFT. That's what they're trying to do. And these are the latest NFTs that they're selling. There's nothing here. Okay. There's like zero action. And when I say zero, I don't mean exactly zero. I mean like approximately like what am I looking at? Frames? Like who made this? This is crazy. Celebrity punks. And this is just a ripoff. This is just a ripoff. They got Gangnam Style. They got Donald Trump. I don't know. So that to me is not all that impressive. There's that thing again. So let's just keep going here with the other apps. G Wallet. Okay. Now G Wallet was interesting. I didn't make a wallet, but I'll essentially do one with you right here. You could just create a new wallet, and then you just make this. Now I'm showing you the mnemonic words and phrases, but I could update it here, hit update, and you could see how those are changing. And I could easily switch from 12 words to 24 words, and all of these are different. And I'm not gonna make one of those, so I don't really care if you know the seed phrase. And then I guess you could access that wallet through there, and then you just pop in the mnemonic device. I'm not sure if they have what I usually is like the Google like plugins at the top right of the the Chrome browser. But that's G Wallet. Now this was interesting. Blue hosting. Something interesting for me because I don't know how it interacts with like crypto and blockchain and hosting. I'm not sure where that entangles. If it's a WordPress developer, and it automatically goes to me in Spanish. But this is what I found most interesting. If I click at the top left here, hosting, and I go to like something like cloud hosting, it sends me to this thing, like a WhatsApp. And I'm not sure what that means. So I popped it. I'm going to pop that into Google Translate. And that's what, hello, I come looking for support. I cannot access Blue Hosting GSYS. Okay, so this is weird, right? This is not professional at all. It sends me to a WhatsApp. I'm going to go to web hosting Linux. And there you go again. And I'm going to go to hosting for WordPress. Maybe I'm gonna. So all of these are going to this one guy. Hosting for professionals. Yep. See, Oxlon Corp. So I don't know what's happening. Like I don't, and I. Even if I click that stuff, it's gonna, I don't know what's happening. This is a broken link. This whole website's broken in my opinion. All this whole hosting is done because it's Blue Hosting. You should have the hosting links fixed. Like I would think. Do I buy a domain? Can I buy a domain? Okay, no, I can't buy it. Okay, all of these are smoked. So that's very not good in my opinion. Not good. And then finally, we could go into Genesys View app. I don't know what this is about. Like, I guess you could download an app and now you've got ads and they're trying to sell ad space. This is a lot, right? This is a lot. So if we go back to here, do they have the security? Not really. They got like a 12-year-old with a pea shooter, right? Do they have hosting? No, that's some random WhatsApp guy. Do they have a wallet? Yes, they do. They have a wallet. Okay, take care of all your stuff. And do they have any of that other stuff that they were talking about? Not yet. Okay, I might be being a little bit harsh here, but I'm reporting back to you guys as if you were my friend because my friend was looking into this thing. Do I like this project? I don't know. You'd have to really be invested. Right now, the project is nowhere. I mean, quite honestly, there's no one. The websites don't even work. So forget trying to build on there. Sending people to, and it's an EVM, right? Ethereum compatible Ethereum fork. And so it should be relatively easy to build on here. However, if you don't have the tools, why would someone build on here when they could just go to Ethereum where they'd have the base? The user base is huge. Everyone knows about Ethereum. It's very difficult to build this blockchain up or build any blockchain up layer one, but it's not impossible. To me, you'd be really doing it because you trust in this guy, of which I can't find him on the website anymore. But if like I go on here on his website or in his video, he was able to, Crypto Professor, he was able to find him. You can see him right here. So I did my research for you, gal. I mean, he's right there. See, that's him, and that's him. Same picture. And Genesys View app. Okay, so they're working on some app. I don't know. That's my take on this. My take on it is really really early. If you like this kind of stuff, like you would have to buy in early, just hold and wait for a couple of years, right? Maybe the halving's gonna help. Maybe after the halving, a year later is usually when we see a run up of Bitcoin and bull markets. By that time, it would have been two years from now. Can you hold that long? Buy it in MEXC, use a VPN or whatever you want to, whatever you got to do. Hold it, forget about it. That's how you do crypto. Other than that, maybe it's too early. Maybe it's too early for me to invest, and maybe I have to come back to it another time. Anyways, guys, hope you like my take on it and you like my research, that extensive research that I do. I'll be doing more. I want to get back to my roots, which is just exploring. I just want to see what everyone has to offer in the world of crypto. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe on the channel, and check out these other videos, especially the ones that I do on like BitBoy and all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you guys later.